Hi, Facebook. I'm so glad to be coming back to you on this week. Thank you to all of you that have shared the video from last week, being itch slapped with the truth. And I thank you for your lovely comments and all of the inbox messages that I've been receiving. I'm just really happy to know that it's been a blessing to your life. So this week, I want to talk about, am I my brother's keeper or accuser? Am I my brother's keeper or accuser? In the Bible, Matthew's the 13th chapter Matthew's the 14th chapter and the 13th verse through the 21st verse, there's a story where Jesus was teaching the multitude, and the Bible says he healed them and he began to teach them. And once he was done teaching them, the disciples came and said, hey, look, Jesus, is getting late. The people are hungry. They have not eaten. Let's send them into the city so they can buy them some food. And Jesus said, no, you feed them. And like, well, all we have is a 2-piece fish dinner. It's 5,000 plus people here. It's 5,000 men alone, not counting the women and children. And you want us to take our 2-piece fish dinner and feed them with this? We can't do. No, we have enough for us. And Jesus says, bring it to me. They took the 2-piece fish dinner. Jesus he blessed it. And after he blessed it, he gave it to the disciples. He said, now give it out. And he gave it out and they gave it out to them. What am I saying to you is that being your brother's keeper does not mean that you have to have millions in the bank in order to be a blessing to somebody. It means that you just have to have enough faith and gumption to say, you know what? I'm going to make the difference in those that are around me. And rather than me sitting around talking or trying to figure out, how people got into certain situations, or, how come you don't have enough money to pay your bills, or how come you don't have no food in your house, well, I'm praying for you because if the Lord can do it for me, he can do it for you. And you just gonna have to, manage your money better, or maybe, you need to go get another job or change the people that you hang with and all, just a whole bunch of stuff. We can come up with all kind of different scenarios and solutions, or what we think are solutions to people's lives. And we can sit around and analyze and try and figure out how people got into certain situations. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's not our business to try and figure out why your brother don't have any bread in his house, or why your brother can't pay his bills, or why your brother has to ride the bus to get to that, why your brother can't even cut your lawn. That's not for us to figure out. But however, if I'm saying that I'm my brother's keeper, and that if I eat, you eat. If I move, you move. If I got, you have. And it may not be much. And I know somebody saying, well, you know what? I got enough to pay my own bills. I got enough gas money to last me for the week, or I got enough food to last me for the week. I'm on a budget. Come on. Being your brother's keeper means you go beyond the ordinary. You take what you have and you're like, you know what, God, it ain't much, but I'm going to take what I have. I got 5 loaves of bread in here, and I'm going to give my neighbor 2. God, I got $50 for gas, but you know what? I'm going to give my sister 10. God, whatever it is, I'm going to the grocery store. It ain't much, but I'm going to pick up my sister some milk and cereal, or it's whatever you have, because that's being your brother keeper. Because whatever you take, whatever you have, and you give it to God, and you allow God to bless it, to multiply it, do you know that overflow will come back to you? Don't be like Job's friend when Job was going through and everybody sat around trying to figure out, well, Job, what did you do wrong? And they had no idea that God had a conversation and put Job to the test. that God was processing Job to his next dimension of greatness, to his next level of blessing? Do you know that could it be that God is using you to be the blessing to somebody that he's processing to their next level? And if God is using you to be your brother's keeper, to bless somebody else, do you realize what's getting ready to happen in your house? Do you realize the overflow that's about to come to you because you made it in your mind that you was going to really be your brother's keeper? Go back and read the story. They started out with 2 pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread, but the Bible says that after they had fed the multitudes, they had 12 baskets full of food left over, meaning that all 12 of the disciples had a basket for themselves. But you only started out with 2 pieces of fish and 5 loaves of bread. And now because you gave the little that you had, you gave it out, God returned back to you abundance. That's being my brother's keeper. When I become my brother's keeper, God will overflow my household. Hey, it's the weekend, baby. And I know you got your plans to do what you do. But I dare you, in the process of doing what you're going to do, become your brother's keeper. You don't know what they're going through, and it's not your business. Yeah, pray, but then put some action behind that prayer and become the blessing in somebody's life. Until next week, love you, babies. Have a good one.